Hey guys, today we're going to be playing some krunker.io. This is my first video with a mic on, so let's just see how it goes. Got killed there right off the bat. See if we can find him. Ooh, this guy seems pretty good. Recently got Exos, which is the skin. Doing pretty good so far, it looks like. Dang, this guy's pretty good. We're gonna leave this game. Don't want him to ruin my recording. Kanji. This version of Kanji is a lot better than the original one. It's a lot more enclosed and you can't fall off the map as easily, which is good. Got him. See if we can get into first place. 5 HP, could be dangerous, but we're healing up. There, got him. Krunker, you gotta be going for different shots, not just body shots. Jump shots, slide shots, and headshots are always really helpful because at the end of it, it doesn't matter how many kills you have, it's how many points you have. And if you can get less kills but more points than your enemy, then you're fine. So headshots is really good for winning consistently. Oh damn, got me in the back. So let's see, he's about a kill away or so from catching up to me. Got him. 75, 100. Ha, made him leave. Lost stat on his account. Not that it really matters at the end of the day. Only one guy's left in the lobby, look at that. And we pulled out the win. Oh, and he left right at the end of the game, it looks like. Oh, maybe not. Be going for another free-for-all, hopefully more people join this game. Got a 4 KD, not bad. So some of the other things I have is a Shattercore Sniper, really like that. I got Shattered Sora Vanta Black, Lumas knife. I recently got that, just a little bit after, or just a little bit before Exos. Really like this knife. As you can tell, I'm going for a kind of purple-black scheme. Only difference is the TV Tron LCD, which is a little orange, but mostly black. Throwing a bit of contrast. And the other guy left great, so just be slide hopping around, I guess. This gives me time to, I guess, give you guys some of my tips for slide hopping. So, first of all, in case you didn't know, they added a slide control slider. Kind of ironic. 1 makes it so it's just sliding at your FPS. 3 is kind of a mid-ground, and then 6 is the best. It kind of, people say that it multiplies the physics of what your FPS is at, so I guess theoretically I would be running at 3000 FPS, because it's around 500 to 600. So I'd be around 3000 FPS. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that it makes it so that you can do these nice sharp turns as opposed to this where you go and now you see how you move off course of it. So that allows you to go a lot faster and also make sharper turns around your enemies. So that's one tip. And then another one is not just letting go right off the bat. What you guys want to do, especially around corners, is kind of hold it and then turn. So you go like that and then slide around it if you can't make it all the way. And also memorize where boxes and things are. I just crashed into a box. There's a wall here. Now you're going to have to jump around this corner a bit like that. So yeah, those are some of my tips for it. You probably want to jump up ladders and things as opposed to just trying to climb up them from the bottom. Just little things like that help you a lot, and it seems like nobody joined our game, which is pretty sad. I only got 1 kill. 1 kill is better than 1 death, I guess. Another tip I have, not for slide hopping, but just in general with a sniper rifle, quick scoping is definitely the way to go. In Krunker, the ADS time is very quick compared to other games such as Warzone, Call of Duty, things like that. It's more not as fast as CS:GO, but it's still pretty fast. So what you can do is just quickly aim right in on them before they even have time to react, and then pop off a headshot. And then another tip, I learned this from watching Cal's videos, is aim, shoot, and then quickly hit whatever button you have to switch to your knife. For me it's Q. And then, so you just go like that really, really quickly, and then that more instantly gives you, what's it called? More instantly gives you a better field of view to look out of instead of here, and then kind of watching your sniper come back, you just go boom. And it also gives you the extra movement speed boost right after switching, because the knife, you have a faster base movement speed than holding out your gun. So you just go boom, you get a little zoom forward when you do it. I didn't hit the Q that time because there weren't a bunch of enemies around me. It's only really necessary for when there are a bunch of enemies around you and it's hard for you to know where they are. And look at that, 3 KD. Technically not as good as the last games, but I didn't die this time, so I'll consider it good. And hopefully people will join. I don't like using free KR just because I don't like watching the ad and turning off my ad blockers. Just for a measly amount of KR. That's something that I'm really upset about with the Krunker devs, is that they took away the good old free RK system. For those that are newer to Krunker, it used to be you would get 250 KR every time you watched an ad just flat, and now they made it so that it's a spinner. And the spinner gives you really bad odds even after, once you're a high enough level to get the quote bonus, because they deducted the amount that it makes. So instead of you getting 250 every time, you know, I usually only get 70 because it usually lands on blue and sometimes less. So it's pretty bad, and they've also only made it 6 hours. You can only spin it every 6 hours, which is, I mean, it's really bad. That is not the way you want to do it. Before, you could get like 1,000 KR a day, technically less, because nobody, I mean, you don't do it at night unless you're botting, which you shouldn't do. But still, I mean, it just kind of sucks now. So I don't even do it, and therefore I don't watch the ads, and therefore they don't make money off of me playing the game, which is perfect. So if you guys are wondering how I got most of my stuff, it is from mostly doing challenges and getting donations from people who, I guess, like that I'm good at the game and stuff like that. This is another map that slide hopping around really helps on, and learning the paths is very worth it. So like this staircase, my trick for staircases in general is, if you don't manage to get over them, then just really quickly try and hit the shift button so that you just very barely touch it, and then zoom over it. Learning how to slide through the doors is important with accuracy, and that's another thing that helps with the slide control thing. The higher it is, the easier it is to launch yourself right in the direction that it goes. As you can see, I'm doing kind of bigger jumps as opposed to kind of small ones, and I do that just by not instantaneously hitting the jump button after I slide, there's a little bit of a delay, and that lets you go higher. Frosty Wolf calls it moon jumping. And that's where I learned that. Another thing you can learn, this isn't a real big one, but you can jump over this little gap if you want to. And they halfway recently added these little jump boosters. They're not really that helpful in all honesty, but I guess you can finesse somebody a little bit by doing that. And then the other one is here, which honestly doesn't help you get up there. I've tried it before, but the best way to get up there is just to jump on this box if you don't have a shotgun, and then jump up here. But I mean, this really doesn't help you, because if you jump on it, right, you land on here, but you can jump from there right onto it very easily, so it's kind of pointless that they added it. You can just do this here, so it doesn't really make sense. Another tip is this right here is one of the most prioritized spawn points. So chances are if you have a full game, or not even a full game, but like maybe 6 players, and you kill somebody and you're standing around here, good chance that they're going to be here or here. So you can kind of pretend to run away and then quickly turn around, and then good chance that they will be right there. Let's see, since nobody's joining, I guess I can show you Sub-Zero and tell you what I think of it. I have a couple of tips on that map as well. A lot of Krunker is learning, or a lot of being good at Krunker is learning spawn points on it, because those give you a real edge if you're getting a lot of score for the game, which, as I explained earlier, is needed to win. So first player, as you see, spawns there. Second player spawns either here or up there, up through over there. I'm not exactly sure which. But then the third player will always guaranteed, as long as they spawn in halfway fast and nobody has moved super far away, they will spawn here. So what you'll see me do quite a bit is once I spawn here, or depending on where I spawn, I know where somebody else is going to spawn. I'll actually wait here until 3 people come in, or 2 other people come in, and then I'll come down and snag the kill there right off the bat, because I know that they're there, pretty much guaranteed. Another halfway prioritized spawn. I don't recommend staying in the middle of this map, because you can get shot from here, here, and here. I'm gonna guess that he spawned it down here. Boom, look at that, I was right. That's just knowing prioritizing maps. Good chance. I didn't know that he was gonna be there, but since I'm killed him on that side of the map, and I'm on this side of the map, good chance that he'll be down there now, or pretty much guaranteed that he'll be down there now. I don't see him here, so I like to run this way, find out where he is. Quick look over there, quick look over here. Not exactly sure where he went. Maybe he's not spawning in. Let's see. So I'm not hanging around the center, as you can see. I'm just kind of zipping around the map. This whole area, not that it helps much, can be wall banged. So you can shoot somebody through all of this, all of that wood. And the guy left, look at that. Just a quick thing, this doesn't help much, but this was from the Easter egg event, or the Easter event, where there were a bunch of eggs throughout the map. You could do parkour here and then get to the other side, and there were, I think, 2 eggs. Not that it helps much. This is not a very prioritized spawn. I'm not exactly sure why I spawned here. But yeah, so basically my route around it is kind of through here, and then as quickly as I can, just do this. Sometimes I'll flick over there just to take a quick look, and then I'll come over here, try to find people, but never hang around in the middle, just because it's not a good idea. You can pick people off here, kind of run the course again, pick them off here, and sometimes I run up here instead if I think somebody's going to spawn up here, if the lobby is full enough. And then I'll just run back over here again, and it kind of repeats itself. So, pretty easy stuff. That is how I managed to win a lot of my games, and I mean, I'd be lying if it wasn't that I can aim properly, but let's Another thing I recommend is using the deagle as soon as you're able to unlock it. Don't use the shotgun even if you plan on shotgun jumping, because it's just nowhere near as valuable as using a deagle. This thing does about 70 damage to the head, which is enough to kill a sniper, or it's enough to headshot and then body shot pretty much any other 100 health, any 100 health class, which is very useful. Knife obviously looks cool, it doesn't really do much, but if somebody is using challenge mode, know that you can one-shot them with the knife, so you don't have to try and stay there just that other extra split second, which can throw you off to get that second knife on them. See what other tips I have. Show you Sandstorm. Yeah, capture the flag so I can get points while I'm showing you. For Sandstorm, I recommend using an assault rifle, not very much a sniper, especially on capture the flag. You can use a sniper. I would recommend that mostly on free-for-all. But if you're doing it with teammates, then it's not very helpful. So as you can see, you can get from point A to point B really quickly, and then another tip is you can actually jump right from the ground up to the other area, which is really good for doing quick captures like this. I don't think I'll make it this time. Oh, I did. So that's just one helpful tip, but you do need halfway high FPS, and like I said, turning up your FPS slider all the way is 100% recommended. There we go again. I don't really recommend this path just because you get slowed down no matter which way you go. Down here it's pretty much impossible to slide hop and keep your momentum. I'll just show you for giggles, so now we'll go the other way. This way is a little bit easier going up, but going back to the flag if you're on this side is a bit harder. So I don't really recommend this. And then for this part, kind of like the stairs, I recommend doing quick jumps on it as opposed to the other ones. So now back here, but like I said, as long as the enemy team is not here, then it's highly recommended to go this way and then just jump right over it. Nobody's spawning over there, so capture the flag. Obviously, the enemy team will spawn with their flag, and your team will spawn with your flag, and that does not change. So all of the people can be over there, and they won't be spawning on your flag, at least not super close to it. They may spawn kind of more mid-area, but not right on top of your flag. This is one spot I like to check a lot in free-for-all games, so I'll if I spawn in around here, I usually spawn in over there. I'll make sure nobody's coming from over there, and then I'll quickly run and check right here, and then run around here and check it out. If somebody is here, you will actually be able to see their gun poking through, and that is a wallbangable spot. It's wood, so you can shoot through it. I am not 100% sure about these, but I'm very sure that you can shoot through them, not that anybody tries to hide there. But that is one of the only wallbangable spots on this map. Another spot, or another couple spots, are just these wooden beams right here that are supporting this. And there are a couple of these are on the map, I believe. Let's check them out. Over here. Got these here, and these are all wallbangable. Down here is. And I believe even here is, but it's very rare that somebody will attempt to go up here because you need a shotgun. There was a secret spot down over here. Not sure if it's still there or not. Maybe not. But there was a secret area back there, and maybe there still is. Now just my course for the map is don't stay in this middle area for too long because you can get shot very easily from it. But my course is typically check over there, run around here, run back up. I don't usually stick around in there, nobody does. Nobody goes in there, and then I just slide this way again and then repeat the circle. And that is pretty much the fastest way to find your kills. And if nobody's really going, it could just be because they're all rotating the same way, so then I'll change my direction and go the other way, in case that helps. And technically a victory, but nobody else has been playing. Let's see, Citadel. I feel like I haven't played Citadel a lot. I feel like not a lot of people vote for it anymore. But it's definitely a good map, and it was one of, I think, the first maps to have a lot of graphic quality to it, where the devs really kind of went somewhat all out and made it look really nice. Like, it's a lot darker than it, and it has, you know, more lighting effects and stuff in it like this. I mean, it's kind of crappy effect, but still. So down there is where I spawned. I don't think they're gonna spawn here, but this would be where the third person spawns. Last person, this person that just spawned in, I bet spawned right about here. That's my guess, because that's where they normally spawn. So he'll have spawned probably up where I said that the second person or the third person would spawn. So he probably spawned in over there, but has most likely moved away and try and find me. So let's see where he is. Just by watching me play, you can see my kind of the way I turn. Let's see if he didn't move. He didn't. So now I'll rotate the other way, just because it seems like we may be going the same way, and maybe he's not. Maybe he's just not crashing into me, but I'm not seeing him still. So maybe he's not spawned in. As you can see, this is team deathmatch, so I have a teammate now. Let's see what he does. There, he's over there. But I'm still not seeing our enemy. But yeah, my course for this map is just running this way usually as opposed to the other way. I'm not sure why, I just like to go this way. I think because I get a nice angle on this, so as I come up from here, if I come up from here, I can actually see for a split second kind of through there, and I'll get to see a name tag. And then I can come over here and spray him down while hopping up the stairs. Nobody really hangs out back here unless it's unless it's hard point, or point I guess it's called in this game, and that's because there's a point right here. Tip for that, not that it's played much, is hopping up here. You can see people coming from down there. If your team spawns here, or if you're on the point here, they'll be spawning down there. And unless they come from this way, you will have a good angle on them from here. Again, nobody hangs out here except for point. And sometimes it's worth it just to kind of run around this area, but not usually. I mean, this isn't very helpful, I'll be honest. But sometimes people decide to climb up there and you can shoot them pretty easily from down here. Oh, look at that. Somebody spawned in. Got him up there. So since my teammates were down there, yeah. Since my teammate was down there, I could predict that they were going to be spawning up here. And since I don't see a name tag up there, for some reason I think they spawned down there. But that doesn't really make sense then. I had a lag spike there. What the hell is happening? 200 ping is never good in this game. Oh, look at that. Double kill. And I predicted that they would be there because my teammate is all the way down there right now. Oh man, he got me. I didn't have my gun out. So when you're slide hopping around, I recommend having a gun, but always taking it out before you turn a corner. I didn't do that last time, and that's why I died. But down here, and then you'll see I'll take it out. Got him down there, and then I'll take it back out. My teammate's up here, so I don't have to worry. That's weird, I did have to worry. I guess that can just happen sometimes. Maybe he didn't spawn in and that's why he was there. But where I think an enemy is going to be, that's when I'll take out my gun before I turn the corner, because you don't want to be switching and then trying to ADS into that and then try and win the fight, because that probably won't go well for you. So that's going to wrap it up for my video, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.